Just a trigger warning for the top of the episode. This episode does contain talk about rape. Anyway, have a good episode. Alright, welcome to this episode of the Voynich Manuscript. My name is Finn Hamsley.
My name's Nico. I use they, them pronouns.
I'm a burger.
And that's Madeline. This has become a gag, a running one at that.
It's a
I
running
hate this.
I will never say my name, and you cannot make me.
Hey,
What
Madeline,
is
what's
not
your
your
name?
name?
Yeah, what's not your name?
Bill.
That is
the
true.
science guy. Bill. And this episode is about the Circleville Letters. Alright, what do you guys know about the Circleville Letters?
Apparently the Big Bang Theory.
This will be a nightmare to edit.
Presumably there's a circle of some sort.
I presume there are letters.
Yeah.
One of you is right.
There's writing on the letters.
There's circle letters.
I assume they're
Like,
mysterious.
oh.
I'm going to assume they are mysterious letters sent to an unknown person containing details about mystical things and homosexuality.
Yeah, you know how there's a pentagram? There's also a circle.
Ooh, no.
I didn't hear the first word, I only heard the letters.
Sorry, pentagon, I meant pentagon.
Circleville.
I
I'm
stand
assuming
by
it's
what
a
I said.
place. I'm assuming it's letters that were sent in a place and, ooh, there's no sender. Or some dumb shit
Kinda,
like that.
kinda.
Mysterious messages sent from far away.
Kajit. Alright, in 1976, the small town of Circleville, Ohio, was terrorized by someone spreading gossip and rumors through the post. All of these letters were postmarked from Columbus, Ohio. The first of many letters was sent to local bus driver Mary Gillespie. She received the many letters over the course of the mystery. Many of the letters were accusing her of having an affair with local school superintendent Gordon Massey.
Start with a minor?
No,
The superintendent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said student. I was like, whoa.
It's just like I know what you did last summer.
It is. It's very I know what you did last summer, but it's instead of murdering someone on a car ride home, it's more I think you're having an affair.
That's boring.
Crazy.
Why can't we just murder someone on a car?
Oh, there is murder in this.
Ooh.
But, well, a death, but it's
Oh.
played off as murder. Alright, so before I get into, now that you know the basics, is there any theories?
The Big Bang Theory.
Fuck off.
Oh, what's the mystery so far? The mystery is there's a letter sent from a
Many
place.
letters.
Oh my god, there's letters that are sent from a real tangible place,
Yes.
and that's it.
No
One
one
of
thought,
them happened to be,
No
hey,
one
I
thought-
think you're having an affair.
and no one thought to trace the letters.
Well,
Was
that's
there anything
probably
to
where
trace them
Finn's
with?
gonna-
It's
yeah,
just,
that's-
just Columbus, Ohio was all
Yeah,
we got?
but they were sent from Columbus, Ohio.
And just no other information was given. Even though I thought you had to give a return
Yeah,
address.
you literally have to, like,
You don't
put
have to give a
your...
return address.
Yeah, you don't have to have a return address, but you have to write, like, other shit on it.
Well,
not just Columbus, Ohio.
I don't know. Alright, so both Mary Gillespie and Gordon Massey were adamant that they weren't having an affair. The author of the letters claimed to be watching Mary's house, her children, and told her to cut off the affair. Later, Mary's husband, Ron Gillespie, also received a letter saying if Mary couldn't stop her affair with the saying Mary couldn't stop her affair with the superintendent.
I have a theory.
Go on.
It's the husband sending them to each other because he knows, and then in order to remove suspicion, he sends one to himself.
Oh. Well, that theory will be proven wrong very shortly.
Fuck you.
Yeah, maybe listen for the whole thing
No.
before coming up with a theory.
God, no. What is it? You think I'm smart? You think I'm reasonable?
Sometimes.
No, you're wrong.
Like once every blue moon.
I mean, it's not blue, it's yellow.
But it is a
Cheese.
reasonable theory for what you've heard so
It's
far.
made of
but-
cheese.
And there are dogs living in the centre of the moon.
Yes. And a man with big cheeks coming up there on a rocket with his dog.
What?
Wallace and Gromit.
Ah.
Who was the villain in the movie? I can't remember.
It was a vending machine, wasn't
yeah,
it?
It was, yeah.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
You've never seen Wallace and Gromit?
A Grand Day Out.
I've seen the Were-Rabbit one and that's it.
Yeah,
What about the trousers one?
I don't know.
The
I
robotic
didn't know.
trousers.
Is that
the
a real
wrong
thing?
trousers.
The wrong trousers, yeah.
That doesn't
Controlled
sound
by
real.
a psychotic penguin dressed as a chicken.
Yes.
This doesn't sound very real, I'm not gonna lie.
It's
It's
English.
very real. This happened. This was in 1932. In the town of Edinburgh.
If you
One,
say
that's a
so.
city.
Pick the town. I don't know.
And it's the capital of... Is it the capital of Scotland or is that Glasgow?
I think Glasgow's
Don't
the
ask
capital.
me.
I'm pretty sure Glasgow's the capital.
I'm saying nothing.
We're gonna get corrected in the
Anyway.
comments.
Correct me in the comments.
Yes,
Call,
but
call him a fake Brit.
back on topic.
I'm English, not Scot. Scotland is the only country in the UK I haven't been to.
I've never been overseas.
I've been to
I have.
America.
I have two.
Yeah, that went well.
Damn it, you guys slept in the same bed.
Yeah, we helped.
Yeah, we did. We had intense sex
Intense.
with other people in the room.
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Mysterious letters and murder.
Yes, yes. Ron Gillespie received another letter saying that they would kill Ron unless he told the school board about the affair. Stop masturbating. The final letter he received said, Gillespie, you have had 2 weeks and done nothing. Make her admit the truth and inform the school board. If not, I will broadcast on CBS, posters, signs and billboards until the truth comes out.
Why is someone so obsessed with one affair?
Homophobia.
Homophobia?
Yeah, homophobia.
But it's a straight.
I'm glad we
straight.
No, you don't know that.
Alright.
They could both be
You
bi,
don't-
that is true.
You don't know.
You're right, I'm sorry.
You don't either.
I know. I was there. I sent the letters.
I am the...
Mystery so.
I am the mystery penman. Okay, so Ron and Mary asked Karen and Paul Freshour, Ron's sister and her husband, for help. They decided that one of Mary's co-workers, David Longbury, was responsible for the letters, and they came up with a plan to send David a letter of their own. In the letter, they accused David of the letters and believed the plan worked because their letters stopped for a couple weeks. Alright, now we get to the murder bit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yay, murder.
On the 19th of August, 1977, Ron received a mysterious phone call and became enraged. He grabbed his shotgun and told his kids that he was going to talk to the person who was writing the letters. A few hours later, Ron was found dead as a result of a car accident. He crashed into a tree. Before he died, he had fired his gun once. The bullets were never found. The local sheriff declared it to be a drunk driving accident because he had had a blood alcohol level of 0.16. But his family and friends said that he rarely, if never, drank and hadn't been drinking at all that day.
I mean, you know, you murder someone, you pour alcohol in their mouth
Yeah, but
and...
it was blood alcohol. He had to have consumed it at some point.
Oh, you
Or
could just pour it and then kill him. I don't know.
This is some
I don't know how
hot
blood
fuzz- this is some
alcohol
hot fuzz level
works.
stuff going on.
Yeah, it really is some Hot Fuzz level shit,
Oh,
isn't it?
whoops, just a drunk driving accident. Whoopsie daisy. Just ignore it.
The greater good.
The greater good.
So, flash forward 6 years to 1983. It turns out Mary was having an affair with Gordon Massey.
Huh.
However, they both claim that the letters are what brought them together. Bullshit.
Guys, it's not my fault. Some mysterious person sent me a letter saying I was cheating on my husband.
Yeah,
And so then I decided to cheat on my husband after he died.
Look, okay.
Well, it doesn't count as cheating if he's dead.
It doesn't.
Not in the eyes of Jesus.
What do you think, God? I don't know. I was sending the letters, man.
You two would have made a great couple.
I just wanted to get you together. You were so good
It
together.
was destined.
It was my headcanon.
Alright. Yeah, flash forward to 1983. Mary was on her bus route, and there were many
And then
handmaids.
busted his root. I whipped for people who couldn't see.
Yeah, which is everyone apart from the two of us in this room.
I didn't see it, I wasn't looking.
I was the only one who saw it.
I did it again.
I also wasn't looking.
Look at it. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes, god damn you. Nerd.
No, that's my burger.
Alright, there are many handmade signs accusing her and Gordon of many different things. At a particularly bad sign of accusing Gordon of raping Mary's 12-year-old daughter, Mary stopped the bus and tore down the sign, and was almost shot by a crudely made booby trap set with a gun to go off for whoever pulled down the sign in the wrong way.
Huh.
The gun's serial number was poorly scratched off, but was easily tracked to be owned by Ron's brother-in-law, Paul Freshour.
I hate that name.
What is wrong with people's names in these things?
Yeah, I think it's like fake names so that they don't get in trouble.
No, these are real names.
It doesn't feel very real.
Alright, any theories so far?
Fake name.
Apart from fake name.
Mary. This bus is actually a death bus.
Mary had
It's the
a
magic
little
school
lamb.
bus.
Magic school bus, but instead of leading them into fun science adventures inside of a 12-year-old boy's ass, it just leads you to death.
This happened.
Oh my god, but
Here's my proof.
Here's my proof. They're still in there.
Here's my proof. I'm stuck. Help.
I have been clenched for so long.
I don't have so much as a theory as just like, what a serious accusation to just throw up in the air.
Oh yeah, there were other signs as well, like the not rapey ones, but like other affairs, stealing property, general awful things.
You committed mild tax fraud of $35.
You jaywalked across the street. How dare you? I will kill you now.
Alright. Paul claims that the gun was stolen. Though he didn't report it stolen, there was no evidence to it being stolen. He was asked to do a handwriting test to compare them to the letters, but no results came up. He was later arrested for the attempted murder of Mary Gillespie and found guilty of the attempted murder and writing the letters. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Well, mystery solved.
Nope, it's not, because I already told what's coming next by Finn's face, which
Yeah.
is the letters kept going.
Yeah.
Oh, you know it. When Paul was in prison, however, the letters kept being sent. Paul even receives many letters.
Haha, bitch, you got framed.
One of which read, "Now when are you gonna believe you aren't gonna get out of there? I told you 2 years ago, when we set 'em up, they stay set up. Don't you listen at all?"
So it sounds like they're trying to frame him as an accomplice.
Yeah, that's kind of what it implies.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Any theories before I go on to the popular theories?
Ron.
Ron Weasley.
That's it. The whole thing.
Just, you thought it was the husband, Ron
No,
Gillespie?
I'm not even saying it was him. Just the word Ron.
Just the word Ron?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't really have a theory. Not yet. Let's hear what the cool kids
It
say.
was Jesus. God, hallelujah.
Oh, actually, there is a little bit more, sorry. He retains his innocence, he insists of his innocence of both the letter writing and the attempted murder. In the 90s, the American TV show Unsolved Murders went to Circleville and did an episode on the incident. They also started to receive letters that basically said, "Thank you for doing a story of me and the letters I wrote in the 70s.
I don't know. It kind of just sounds like some little shit fucking with people.
It does sound a bit copycatish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that part doesn't feel real, that end part. I mean, real in the sense of I don't think it was the same person.
Yeah. You want to know something funny that's going to come up right at the end? I'm going to talk about the TV show Drunk Histories. Buckle up, buckaroo.
Drunk history?
Yeah. Alright, so here are some of the...
Horrible history.
Horrible history.
Copyrighted.
Oh, fuck.
No, that's not the theme tune. Yeah.
Horrible Biscorbies.
Boris Johnson. Fuck!
Tories.
Ah!
Anyway.
Boris Johnson's Tories.
That's our official political party. We'll be running in 2024.
Yeah, we are the Australian party for Boris Johnson.
Electing was our god emperor.
Our beautifully haired vegan sausage roll.
Steak and chips made last night.
A blue passport. Alright, some of the theories are... The obvious one of it being Paul. Paul Freshour. He ended up serving 10 years for this, even though he was only sentenced before because he failed 2 of his parole hearings.
He failed, like, just fucked it up or just didn't go?
He failed he fucked it up somehow.
Oh no, guys, I slept for my parole.
And his 4-year sentence was extended to a 10-year sentence.
Fuck up a parole meeting so bad you get your sentence extended.
I don't know.
I imagine he's just sitting there.
You have to, like, that would have to be contempt of court. But, like, a serious one, because contempt of court is 30 days.
I don't know. This is just what I read.
I don't know. I feel like he just.
I imagine it's like, fuck you, 30 days. Fuck you, 60 days. Fuck you, 90 days. Fuck
Alright,
you.
still my thing I was trying to say.
Yes.
Whore.
Is that it?
Yes.
No. Whore. Okay, now.
Now you're finished. He served 10 years for Mary Gillespie's attempted murder and then died in 2012, maintaining his innocence.
I bet you he was innocent.
He was probably innocent.
My personal opinion, I reckon he was. I reckon it was someone else.
He got framed.
I actually don't really have a theory for this one. There are a lot of theories for this. I'm like, that's entirely plausible, but none that I like ascribe to properly. The next theory is that it was Mary Gillespie.
Sending letters to herself and attempting to murder herself.
Yeah. I think it's hard to think that Mary wasn't in on it. Like, how did she know to pull that one sign that was the only booby-trapped sign?
I guess I can kind of see it because it was the most serious of the offences.
And also, how did she manage to pull it off in that specific way without getting hurt?
Well, how do we know that the other posters or whatever weren't booby trapped?
Because people checked.
I was going to say, did they check afterwards?
Yeah.
Because, like, depending how many they were or how far apart they were, it might have been possible that they de-booby trapped them.
Or they could have been checked before because other people probably would have been curious as to seeing all these signs that are just everywhere.
Maybe.
And just no one saw anyone put them up.
I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything about any CCTV or anything like that.
This is the 70s.
CCTV existed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, CCTV I think was invented in the 60s.
Oh, I know nothing about
But it was
technology.
like really rudimentary.
144p quality.
Whoa, guys, I saw that pixel mirror.
Shit! It's a raccoon.
Raccoons did it. The raccoons in the sewers planting rape evidence.
I don't really think I'd count purses as evidence of rape, but go off.
Rape allegations.
Yeah.
I should have put a trigger warning at the top of this about
You really probably should have.
I'll probably edit one in.
Yeah.
That's probably a smart idea. So yeah, guys, trigger warning. It's not like it already happened.
Yeah. If you're hearing this, I forgot to edit it in.
Oh my god, please remember.
If you're hearing this, Finn did a fuck you up.
Your earring is fucked.
We mean fucked.
Yeah.
How fucked?
The moon is...
Oh yeah, it does that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
off topic. How dare you?
Yeah. How dare I? The next theory is that it was Karen Freshour, Paul's wife and Ron's sister. Apparently, the divorce that happened between Paul and Karen after the whole incident was not amicable, and she also had access to Paul's gun. So, it's viable, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I guess like that could happen, but then it's like, what's your reasoning behind thinking that?
Apart from an inamicable divorce.
Yeah, I mean, those happen all the time.
Yeah.
There, so
Not really an excuse to murder your sister-in-law.
ex-sister-in-law.
The next is William Massey, Gordon, the superintendent's son. Imagine that he found out about an affair his dad was having, and he wanted to split it off, so he started sending a bunch of letters.
I think they attempted to kill someone.
Also, some of the letters were signed with a W. So, or an upside down M.
Or a random squeal.
I never thought of that. So that, and the M is, the W is pretty much the only evidence that it could be William. So,
Was there any other W's?
Yeah, I mean,
on a few of the letters.
Yeah, remember, like, around the town, any other people that probably could be on W, like, realistically. But they were also coming from Columbus, weren't they? I don't know how far away Columbus is from Fucko Town.
Well, same state. So,
Yep.
like, I think I looked into, I think it's, like, not even an hour away.
Okay.
I mean,
Because Columbus is the capital of Ohio, so.
once again, I guess, like, that's a motivation, But, like, having a W on a letter, like, doesn't really point towards a specific person.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, this last theory is probably my favourite. I don't particularly believe this was what happened, but it's certainly my favourite. And this is the one from the host of Drunk Histories.
Mm-hmm.
He believes that it was the kids on Mary's bus. Or he believes that at least the first few letters were.
Okay.
He said that the kids could have sent the letters because the kids heard everything. They're on that school bus route every day, and they could have heard about this affair that's happening. And even if it was just like supposed to be like a prank or something.
Pranked. You got shot.
But I like that idea. Like I said, I don't particularly believe it, but yeah.
How?
How did the kids do the murder of the man, though?
Well, he was drunk driving and just crashed into a tree.
Yeah, but he doesn't drink. He was known to not be a drinker.
Well,
I don't know, because the stress got to him or something.
Yeah, that is one of the bigger mysteries in this mystery.
It's a mystery inside of a mystery.
Misception. Like why Ron was drink driving, why he was drunk at all, how he got drunk.
It's hard to get to 0.16 alcohol level.
Oh yeah, that'd be like drinking like 2 bottles of straight vodka.
Yeah, it's hard.
So, whatever happened there, I'm unsure, but I'd love to know.
Well,
If you have any information, hit us up at email.com.
Actually, the email will be in the description.
If you have any leads, tell us and we'll think about it.
If you did it, please, my wife wants to know.
If you did it, come on the show for an interview. There will not be police.
Wink. Shit.
Unwink.
Unwink.
What's wink backwards? Yuck.
Yeah.
Well, that is pretty much everything. What are your guys' theories?
I'll let Madeline go first
Why do
and
you want
probably
me to
talk
go
about
first?
eggs.
You just want me to say that because I'm the comedic relief.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, comedic relief.
So, I'm once again going to hitch onto the raccoon theory.
What?
The raccoons are angry. This bus driver has been going around hitting raccoons all the time as they're driving.
It's like Simpsons Hit and Run.
Exactly. You know how Rick and Morty, the squirrels, are like ultra powerful? They just don't do it. Yeah, it's like that. So the raccoons band together. Like, okay, we need to stop being hit by this. How do we stop it? What if we make her lose her job? By forcing, revealing an affair that's going on. So they band together using their combined 5 IQ to create this thing. They steal a gun, because, you're not going to think a squirrel's going to steal a gun.
I thought it was a raccoon.
Raccoons steal a gun. And so they take the gun, they set up the whole thing, they blame it on her. They send the guy to prison, and they're like, haha, that guy was also hitting raccoons with his car. So the drunk driver also crashed because they went to hit a raccoon because they knew the raccoon was doing it. So they swung towards the raccoon ducked out of the way, it was planned. So he slams into the tree, dies. And then they inject blood into his alcohol into his blood, so that shows he has a higher
Just
blood
a
alcohol.
syringe of gin?
Yes. Like multiple syringes of gin. The raccoons injected it. And then, the raccoons, as soon as the other guy goes to jail, they just send him letters like, haha, bitch. You just got raccooned. And they have a W on some of the letters, because they were testing to see if the pen was working. And that was the only shape the raccoons knew could do for testing. They just went... And they're like, okay, the pen's working, we can write now. There you go. Theory. Raccoon theory.
I love that Finn was just dying in the corner during that entire thing.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
This is
Well,
Thank you for padding out the time, I guess.
Yeah.
Look, we need the YouTube ad revenue, okay?
What ad revenue?
Trust me, we just need it. Trust me.
Alright,
No ad revenue yet. I guess... What? I'm
Just
sorry,
been
I'm
dying in
still
the corner.
recovering from the raccoon theory.
Yeah, please do.
I'm correct. It's because you know I'm right.
You're wrong!
No, I'm not.
You're a fool, Madeline.
They're gonna kill me now. Now that I've said this out loud, they're gonna come for me.
It's a good thing we don't have raccoons in Australia. But we have opossums.
The possums will
No.
whip them.
Do
Yes,
we
we
have possums or opossums?
We have possums.
Both?
No, we only have possums.
There's a difference.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, what's your theory? Sane one?
Funny of you to call me the sane one.
Yeah.
Because you also believe raccoon theory.
No. Fuck no.
Sane one is a bit of a misnomer, I apologise.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really... Like you said, all his theories are, like, vaguely plausible. I guess, if I had to pick one, I would agree with, like, it was some sort of prank. I don't necessarily know if I'd say the children on the school bus. Because, like, how the fuck are a bunch of students going to get their teacher's address? That's not something that's handed out.
It's not a teacher, it's a bus driver.
Oh, well, same thing. That's not something that's just handed out.
Address books were, like, phone books were a thing.
When was this again?
70s.
Ew! I'm kidding. Who the fuck uses an address book?
Important question. Why have all these mysteries so far been set in Britain?
This
Yeah.
one's America.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Britain, America.
Ohio.
Same shit, different
Ohio,
stuff.
more like, oh, Britain, no.
More like Birmingham.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably think, yeah, they're probably like some sort of prank at first, and then like, once they went, oh yeah, we are actually having an affair, then, I don't know who, probably some sort of relative started sending the letters being like, you're guilty, fuck you guys, I don't know.
Mm.
That was a very loose and, dumb theory, but...
Yeah.
Mine was much
Holy
smarter.
shit.
Mine was much smarter.
At least mine was
I
a bit
put thought and
record.
care into my theory.
You
That's
really
a
did
word.
not. Yeah, that's a word I don't
That's
believe.
3 words, actually.
Thought and...
Next to you, I can't think count.
Next podcast I make, Counting with Finn.
One.
This episode is about one.
One.
I
I don't know what the next episode is.
The number
I
one is
forgot.
to describe a singular item.
Episode 4.
This is episode 5. Today's number 6.
This is episode number 83. Today's number. What is after 6?
12. Well, any other final parting theories, Madeline?
Raccoon theory. If this needs to become this needs to become incredibly widespread because this is what happened. 2, we need to hunt down each and every raccoon that could possibly be anything involved in this and put them on
They
trial.
would all be dead.
Don't you like
we are going
raccoons?
to Nuremberg trial the raccoons. And if any of them are found guilty, hung.
That reminds me of this
Shot.
one. That reminds me of this one trial that happened where like a perp.
Yes, they
They
exhumed
went on a
the-
trial with a dead perp.
Yeah, they exhumed the corpse of the previous pope, put him on trial, then shoved his head on a spike when they found him guilty.
And they had like one of the altar boys or whatever like pretend to be him like a puppet.
Yeah. Oh, those poor altar boys.
Those gosh dang altar boys.
Altar boys are the truest victim in
Also-
Western society.
Yeah, look, I know there are many minorities in society. You know, we have, Asians are discriminating against, African Americans, black people are discriminated against. Next is altar boys, after gamers.
I thought gamers were number one. In
The
real
gamers are the
life.
number one most oppressed, minority.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, you can't call yourself a game without being discriminated against.
Alright, thank you for being on this
So
episode.
this is my next half-an-hour rant on why gamers are oppressed.
I'm sorry, but since you're a gamer, I'm going to silence you now.
Yeah, silence the gamer.
Gross.
I've been Finn.
I'm still Deeker.
And that's still Madeline.
Thank you.
Join us in the
Bye-bye.
next episode. Can't tell you what it will be.
Something.
Bye.
Yes,
Bye.
bye-bye.